Ricky Hatton and Floyd Mayweather have arrived back in London after their week-long trip around America. They're touring Britain to promote their WBC welterweight fight in December, a fight that you can see live on Sky Box Office.
I didn't say too much over there, I just laughed. I said, we'll see, I let him do all the talking, but when he didn't get a reaction from me, I think it's the last thing he wanted. I think he wanted to see me lose my temper, and he never saw that, but no, the only thing I asked him, I just said, I hope when the bell goes, you're as aggressive in the ring as you are at the press conferences, and that didn't go down too well with him, but I think I won the mind games.
How does it feel to be in London for the first time?
It's great to be out here, all my British fans, and it's always been a lifetime experience. It's always been a dream of mine to come out to London and just embrace all the fans that really love boxing.
The fights are getting bigger now, aren't they? All I've done seems to be in the last 2 years is fight for world titles, move up in weight, down the weight, fight the best pound for pound fighters in the world, and this one I'm fighting the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. So obviously there's a lot of pressure on you, but absolutely loving it.
Ricky Hatton hasn't won 6 world titles in 5 different weight classes, so I know what I can do. From 130 to 54, I've dominated, so it's great.
I'm confident you're still the best pound for pound boxer in the world.
Absolutely, hands down. That's why I'm over here.
He was over there and he was saying how the fight had sold out in half an hour, and he was making it out as if it was his doing, which it certainly isn't. As you know, we've only got 3,900 tickets allocated, but I believe there's still going to be about 20,000 in Vegas for the weekend. I think that speaks volumes. That he's in his hometown. I don't think he'll have support like that, and he's been very, very disrespectful to me this week. So.
Does that make you even more determined to prove a point now?
Yeah, it makes me more determined, but I should imagine now he's in London and he's in Manchester, he's in my city. Maybe he'll clamp up a bit. Maybe not though. He's very, very arrogant. But hopefully the fans will turn up in London and in Manchester, give him the support and let him know what they really think of him.
Let's get some Manchester City reaction to all of this and maybe talk about the boxing too. Craig Slater has a very special guest with him. Craig.
Laugh at yourself.
Yes, yeah, welcome to the O2 Arena here in the Docklands of London. I do have a very special guest, and he's got a very great interest in the goings-on at Chelsea at the moment. He certainly doesn't want Manchester City's manager taking over there at any point, does he, Ricky Hatton?
Not really. We've got a chance of winning it now, haven't we, I suppose? Yeah.
But we've had the special one's gone, but 2 special ones here, and just how special a fight is this for you?
It's the biggest, every youngster when they walk through the gym doors, a 10-year-old dreams of becoming a world champion. But to become the best pound-for-pound fighter on the planet, I know Britain's had a lot of world champions and a lot of undisputed champions, but probably not too many who have been the best pound-for-pound fighter on the planet. So, needless to say, what it means to me, and I'm going to go out there and do it. I'm going to do the country proud.
We've been watching all the pictures coming back from the States. He's tried to intimidate you. He's got up close and personal. You've sort of bit of sense of humour. You fought back that way. Do you think you were getting in his head steadily?
Well, yeah, Floyd knows what type of fighter I am. I'm fearless, I'm aggressive, I attack, and he knows I'm going to fly at him, on December the 8th. But I think this week he's trying to get under my skin and sort of like, he probably come to try and see that little bit of fear from me. And in the end, I've just been laughing and smiling at him and taking the mickey, basically. I've not rose to his temptation, so to speak. So I think he'll go back to America thinking, this guy's not scared of me.
Did you need a fight at this level to keep you motivated?
Well, no, I've achieved so much in my career. Winning 4 world titles in 2 weight divisions and topping the bill in Vegas. I don't think but this is, it was the perfect timing. Floyd had just beat Oscar De La Hoya in his greatest win in a mega fight. I just knocked out Jose Luis Castillo in probably one of my best performances. It was the best time to put it on, and to be called the best pound-for-pound fighter out of any boxer out there, I think didn't bear thinking about. And it's just a shame it's 3 months away. I can't wait, even more so after spending the week with him.
Yeah. Physically, we'll talk about the weight and everything else. You're going back up to welterweight. Didn't look so good there last time against Luis Collazo. But he's not an actual welterweight either. Is it even money in that area?
Yeah, he doesn't look that big. But having said that, you can't look at that because obviously he's beat big men like Oscar De La Hoya and people like that. So, but he doesn't look big. I think the last time I fought at welterweight, I come in 8 pounds heavier on the night of the fight, 8 pounds heavier than I would normally come in. Consequently, it slowed me down and it made for a tough fight. This time, I think I'm going to come in the way I perform best at, which is probably about 10 stone 12. And I think Floyd only goes up to about that. If that, he's the type of fella that probably doesn't fluctuate 3 or 4 pounds either way, really. So there won't be much difference in the weight on the night, you know. So
he says he's going to stand toe to toe. Do you believe that?
he said that against Boldemir. He said that against Oscar. You know, call me old-fashioned. I just don't believe him.
And you're going to cut the ring down. You'll have a strategy, you and Billy Graham, like you had for Kostya Tszyu. You've got maybe a secret weapon there.
Absolutely, yeah. There's got to be a method to the madness, you know. But he's very good defensive. He makes you miss, and there's nothing more tiring, you know, than punching fresh air. So I think I've got to be careful, even though I'm setting a hot pace, which he doesn't like. I think I've got to be careful that I don't waste too many punches and I leave a bit of gas in the tank for the second half of the fight. But I think I know what he's up to tactically. And
just finally, one last thing. Tickets have been a problem. It's a total sellout. But you'll have some backing there, at least maybe half the crowd, do you think?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the allocation was 3,900, but 15,000 flights and hotels were already sold, so they're going to be there in force. Apparently there's been closed-circuit TVs being put up in the casinos in and around Las Vegas, and in a matter of hours, 8,000 tickets have gone already, and that's them Brits that probably haven't been unfortunate to get tickets to. But if you can't be there, unfortunately, get on the Sky box office and get it paid, because I'm going to do the country proud. They said I couldn't do it against Kostya Tszyu. They said I couldn't do it against Kostya Tszyu. They're saying it again here, but I'm going to do it.
Ricky, we cannot wait for it. Thank you so much for joining us. It's good. Yeah, Ricky doing my sales pitch job for me, straightening my tie and everything is, but he's absolutely right. This fight is at a 16,500 sellout at the MGM Grand, and the only way you can watch it, if you haven't already got one of those precious golden tickets, is indeed on Sky Box Office. It should be an absolutely terrific occasion.
Craig, Ricky, thank you very much indeed. Certainly is going to be a sensational fight, isn't it? As Craig was saying, it's going to be live on Sky. Speak to Ricky Hatton. We can now hear from his opponent. Floyd Mayweather is again with Craig Slater.
Yes, I have a very great pleasure of introducing on Sky Sports News Live the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world today, Floyd Mayweather Jr. But Floyd, I thought you were retired. What's brought you out of retirement?
All my British fans. They want to continue to see great boxing, so that's what I'm here to give them. And I feel good. I'm happy just to be over here and get embraced and feel the love and the passion. So it's great to be over here.
So what sort of challenge is Ricky Hatton then? Where would you place him amongst people you fought previously?
I can't really say. I'm pretty sure I faced that style before. He's straight ahead guy, rugged, tough. But I don't think he's never been in there with a guy like me, a guy who can show his versatility, real flashy, flamboyant, make smart moves, and is just good all around the board.
Yeah, because we saw you maybe trying to psych him out a little bit in the press conferences across the
I don't have to psych you out. 38-0, six-time world champion, 5 different weight class. I ain't got to tell him nothing. The record speaks for itself.
But do you think you got under his skin at all? Do you think he is worried about you particularly?
Well, you see what he said. He got to go home and watch tapes, not me. I'm going to go home and dance with the stars.
Is that going to be a problem then? Because you train in Vegas usually. You're going to be in LA presumably for part of the time. Maybe up to 2 weeks before the fight if you get to the final. And I hear you're pretty good.
Well, I'm up for big challenges. I always try to make the impossible possible as far as Dancing with the Stars. I want everybody that's in the whole country over here to vote for me. It's going to be great. My partner is Karina Smirnoff. She's absolutely gorgeous. She's a marvelous dancer. She's pound for pound the best dancer. I'm pound for pound the best fighter. So we have a good matchup. And when it's Dancing with the Stars, I have to become a team player.
Fair enough. He says you're going to be on the back foot dancing in the ring. Is that going to happen or not? You're going to stand toe to toe. Is that right?
I can tell you one thing. My hand will be raised December 8th.
And how? No worries at all about Ricky Hatton. What does he bring to the table? What do you have to worry about in terms of him?
I gotta watch out for his headbutts and his hold. That's all he like to do is headbutt and hold, punch and hold. That's not exciting. That may be exciting to some fans who like it. Actually, he should go and Dance with the Stars since he like to slow dance so much.
Okay, fair enough. One last question then. If it's close, back here for a rematch potentially, would you like to fight here?
All I gotta say is December 8th. Don't miss the fight. Buy pay-per-view. Ricky the Hitman Hatton versus Pretty Boy Floyd. The one and only lifestyle flashy.
Thank you so much. Floyd Mayweather Jr. doesn't do things by halves. He is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. It is the biggest test of Ricky Hatton's career. In his 43 fights, he's never faced anything quite like this before. He'll have to rise to the occasion. Can he do it? Well, it's a total sellout. No tickets available at all in Las Vegas. The only way of seeing it, if you haven't already got a ticket, is indeed on Sky Box Office.
Craig.
And yesterday Michigan, today London. Mayweather and Hatton continue the sparring ahead of the fight of the year.
Everybody you fought was over the hill. Everybody you fought was over the hill. Everybody you fought was over the hill. Everybody you fought was over the hill.
Ricky Hatton has gone head-to-head with Floyd Mayweather. The pair continued their verbal sparring in London. It's the two fighters' fourth city in 5 days during their whistle-stop tour of the US and the UK. The unbeaten champions clash exclusively live on Sky Box Office in Las Vegas on December the 8th.
Floyd Mayweather! As Ricky Hatton looked on, Floyd Mayweather brought a little Vegas sparkle to the London leg of their pre-fight promotional tour. And although the pretty boy, as he's known, was flaunting diamonds worth $2 million, in boxing terms these shone brightest. A selection of his world title belts, picked up at 5 different weights, a measure of the task facing the hitman.
But now I've got the greatest opportunity that I think a fighter can ever have, is to fight the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. And December the 8th, I hope to do my fans, my family, my team and my country proud.
Perhaps it was just the jet lag, but this was a laid-back Mayweather, ready for once to talk up his opponent.
He's a straight-ahead guy, rugged, tough, but I don't think he's never been in there with a guy like me, a guy who can show his versatility, real flashy, flamboyant, make smart moves, and is just good all around the board. Don't get punished.
Fatty's coming, Fatty's coming.
Don't worry.
Although at the latest in their series of face-offs, the tension between the fighters was again evident.
You're not going to kiss me, are you? But I think this week he's trying to get under my skin and sort of like, he probably come to try and see that little bit of fear from me. And in the end I've just been laughing and smiling at him and taking the mickey.
Because we saw you maybe trying to psych him out a little bit in the press conferences across the
I don't have to psych you out. 38-0, 6-time world champion, 5 different weight class. I ain't got to tell him nothing. The record speaks for itself. Everybody you fought was over the hill. Everybody you fought was over the hill.
So the verbal sparring continues, and the next round of it's on the hitman's home turf in Manchester. Craig Slater, Sky Sports.
Oh my goodness, you can see Ricky Hatton and Floyd Mayweather when they're presented to fans in Manchester. Friday lunchtime, it's live on Sky Sports News. And you can see Hatton against Mayweather live, Las Vegas, Sky Box Office on December the 8th.